Hi everybody, welcome back to the BK Natural Bees channel. Well, it's that time of year. We have to worry about winter, and the three things that I worry about going into winter most are population, food, and moisture control. I can feed and will start feeding when I pull all the supers off for the food aspect. Moisture control will be moisture boards and upper entrances. And population, the only real way other than clearing the brood areas out of honey and requeening when necessary, the only real way you can deal with that are combinations. So, I'm going to combine hives. Unfortunately, most of them are queen right, which would lead you to, a couple of options. And one would be pinching one of the queens and combining. We were saved from having to do that because we're a part of a local bee group. Our bee group, there's a couple people who could use a couple queens, and since we have no use for them at this point, we're going to just give them away. So, I caged this girl along with some workers, and I'm going to put it back in the hive she came from. I will leave her there for 4 days to essentially make this queen this hive hopelessly queenless. That will allow me to combine them with the other hive with a greater chance of success. So, she'll be in there until all of her eggs are too far gone, are past the point where they can make a queen from them. And then I will, in the second part of this video, I will combine using the newspaper method with another queen right hive on the bottom. This is, like I said, it's unfortunate. I wish it was earlier in the year and I could have given these ladies a little bit more time, but it's not the case, so this is all I can do. Second part to the combination. This is the queen from Arlene's bee tree that I really want to keep for the added genetic diversity. So I'm going to combine them with another queen right hive. I'm going to remove the other queen. She's in a cage right now. She's been in a cage for a couple days. I'm going to remove her and keep this queen, like I said, for the genetic diversity. But I'm going to cage this queen up because when you're combining two queen right hives, there's a higher likelihood of having damage to the queen that you want to stay, especially when the more populated hive is the queen that you're removing. And that's kind of an odd case, but so I'm going to keep her in a cage and kind of treat her as if I was requeening a queen right hive. I'll keep her in there for probably 3 or 4 days, or at least until they've had a little bit of time to get used to each other. Of course, they will have to eat through newspaper as well, which will kind of make it a prolonged greeting rather than an all-out war right when we put the one box on top of the other. So they're going to eat through the newspaper and hopefully get along and support their new queen. So here we go. I'm going to find her and cage her. That for now. and grab the rest of the supplies and turn the camera on over there where we're going to place this hive. Alright, now the other essential ingredient in a combination is newspaper. Everybody's got a slightly different version. Mine is this. Two sheets. Don't feel bad about putting holes because the queen is in a cage. All right. Okay, now this is going to be their queen. Like I said, she is going to be treated much like you were requeening a hive in midsummer. You know, you keep her in the cage for a few days, let them get to know her, and release her when you're certain that they're not going to kill her. So I'm going to place her in between a couple frames, just like that. And I'll be back in probably 4 days to check on the progress of the newspaper and see how they're treating the queen cage. By that time, a good portion of the newspaper should be gone, if not all of it. And it'll be pretty obvious whether they're going to accept her or kill her at that point in time. After 4 days, I would imagine they're going to be all right. Their queen had been locked up for a couple of days, and now she's completely gone, so they're pretty much ready for a new queen. Hopefully this goes smoothly, and I'll post an update sometime soon. But as I always say, if you like these videos, you want to see more, click like or subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that. Otherwise, go out and make some combinations for yourself before winter if you need to. Have fun with your bees.